ISDN stands for Integrated Services Digital Network. ISDN has integration of voice and data services as its primary goal. There are a number of types of digital telephone lines, ISDN lines. Types of ISDN network. There are two common types of ISDN networks. Basic rate interface. Primary rate interface. BRI basic rate interface. It possessed two 64B channels, one D channel, at 16 kbps, for controlled transmitting of information. PRI primary rate interface. The American B and D channels operate at an equal rate of 64 kbps and 23B plus D. PRI operates at the SIT designated rate of 1544 kbps. The European PRI is comprised of 30 B channels and one D channel, 30B plus D, rate of 64 kbps. PRI operates at the SIT designated rate of 2048 kbps. 30 B channels and one D channel, at 64 kbps, is Europe. Consequently, the D channel is sometimes not activated on certain interfaces, thus allowing the time slot to be used as another B channel. The European PRI is comprised of 30 B channels and one D channel, 30B plus D. As in the American PRI, all the channels operate at 64 kbps. However, the 30B plus D PRI operates at the SIT designated rate of 2048 kbps. The ISDN standard defines basic access service as 2B plus D, 192 kbps. Primary access service is 30B plus DH12, 1.92 Mbps. Isdn terminology. ISDN channels B, D and H. B channel carries user service information including digital data, video, and voice. D channel carries signals and data packets between the user and the network. H channel performs the same function as B channels, but operates at rates exceeding DS0, 64 kbps. ISDN devices. Devices connecting a CPE and a network. In addition to facsimile, telex, PC, telephone, ISDN devices may include the following. TA terminal adapters, devices that are used to portray non-ISDN equipment as ISDN compatible. LA local exchange, ISDN central office, CO. The LA implements the ISDN protocol and is part of the network. LT local termination, used to express the LA responsible for the functions associated with the end of the local loop. ET exchange termination, used to express the LA responsible for the switching functions. NT network termination equipment exists in two forms and is referred to accordingly. The two forms are each responsible for different operations and functions. NT1 is the termination of the connection between the user site and the LA. NT1 is responsible for performance, monitoring, power transfer, and multiplexing of the channels. NT2 may be any device that is responsible for providing user site switching, multiplexing, and concentration, LANs, mainframe computers, terminal controllers, etc. In ISDN residential environments there is no NT2. Terminal equipment, any user's device, for example, telephone or facsimile. There are two forms of terminal equipment. TE1, equipment is ISDN compatible. TE2, equipment is not ISDN compatible. Reference points. For reference points, called R, S, T, and U, between the various devices. The U reference point is the connection between the ISDN exchange in the carrier's office and NT1. The T reference point is what the connector on NT1 provides to the customer. The S reference point is the interface between the ISDN PBX and the ISDN terminals. The R reference point is the connection between the terminal adapter and non-ISDN terminals. Difference between ISDN and ISDN. There are some obvious differences between the two services. ISDN lines provide